Good to see you here today. Hopefully you can stay for trapeza. The chicken pot pie smell is driving me crazy. So hopefully you can stay with us for that. A couple of announcements. Carol Elizabeth Rankin is in the adult care facility on South Avenue going through rehab right now. I know she says she expects a lot of visitors today, so if you want to drop in her on the week or give her a call, I know she would really appreciate that. She had some work done on her, it was her shoulder or arm, and so they're doing some rehab. So she'll be there for, she thought, she was told 30 days, but she was surprised. She didn't want to be there 30 days. So keep her in your prayers there. So on another announcement concerning the building of our new church, let me give you an update as best I can. Lots happened this week. Glory to God. On Monday, our inspector came out and he looked around a little bit and he called for backup, which is good. The heating, he was called out to do the heating, cooling, rough-in inspection, and the thing that caught his eye was that all the joints were taped, which is okay for residential but not for commercial. The inspector is supposed to be able to examine every connection on the pipe to make sure it's connected properly before they put the insulating tape on. So he called for backup, and the backup said that's okay. But they walked around and they said, so this is what we need to have. We need to get your fire stops installed, which I knew we had to do. We need to put a little bit more bracing on the two ceilings over the altar and over the nave. So we'll get that done quickly. And what else, Basil? I think it was the brunt of it. Some more cross blocking. So we got a little bit more work to do. On Tuesday, I met with 3 of the sisterhood members at Classic Kitchens, and they did not follow my suggestions of red cabinets, but they picked a cabinet, and she's coming out on Thursday to measure and to lay out the kitchen. You can see a diagram out here in the narthex of the way the kitchen will be designed. A dishwasher was added in there as well. So that's moving along. We should be really close to budget on that, hopefully, and hopefully we'll get the cabinet delivered by the middle of November, God willing. So things are moving along with that as well. The electrical process going on, we're about 90% wired in the kitchen and trapeza, which takes a lot of wiring. Now the garbage disposal and the dishwasher, and we've got to wire the ovens and the water heater yet, and I'm going to wait to meet with Maria, isn't it? I think with kitchen cabinets, so I can lay out the exact spots to bring those wires in. And then we've got the educational wing and the altar to wire, so we're about halfway through wiring. Outside, around the perimeter of the building, we've had to uncover everything that fell on top of the foundation during the installation of stone. So we've been using a pickaxe and a shovel, digging all that out. We've had some volunteers come this week, thanks be to God for that. We still have to dig around all the educational wing and uncover that so we can get ready. I tell you these things because we got about 2 weeks, I think. Maybe 2.5 weeks to finish these things up. And then the installation guys are going to want to come in. And I don't want to put them off because that could be a month or two. So if you have any time that you can volunteer or you keep us in your prayers, it would truly be a blessing, because I'm going to start pushing forward like a wild madman probably to try to get this job done. The drywall people are hopefully going to come in November, God willing. When Metropolitan Nicholas was here back at our feast day, we were out at the new church serving a Mo'elebet, and he asked me directly, he said, Father, when were you going to move into church? And I said, Vadika, it's between you and God. And he said, no. He said, God's asking me to ask you. So I said, end of the year. So that was our hope. So keep praying and keep tithing as you can. If you can't help serve, Saturday would have been a good day to bring some food out. We had about 5 workers out there on Saturday. This Saturday is not going to be a good day to be there because we're going to help the Velker family move into Elkton. The directions are there in the narthex. If you can help them around 10 o'clock unload their U-Haul, that would be great. Maybe we'll have some time after that to dig some more ditch or something. So keep it in the loop. But if you haven't helped yet, don't miss this opportunity to build God's church. It doesn't happen every day, especially here in the valley. And this is your church. But even greater than that, It's everybody's church. You know, Father Richard sent me a note this week and said we got a donation from Ireland. Glory to God. Everybody's pitching in $10, $20, $30. All over the world, people are donating to help us get into this church. We just got to get there, right? On Saturday, a commercial appraiser came out for the bank so we could draw more money. We've applied for more money because Father Richard keeps writing checks. You know, he gave me the checkbook. That's right. He got tired of writing checks. So we're trying to get all the electrical stuff bought and the kitchen cabinets ordered, and we got to buy water heater and bathroom sinks and toilets, and we got to get the suspended ceilings purchased for the two areas and the trapezoid and education wing. So we got a lot of work, but I tell you, the next 2 months are going to be busy, but I think it's going to go really quickly. So keep praying. Keep praying. And if you can help in any way, let myself know, let Basil know. An hour or two here and there really adds up in the course of this project. It's a true blessing to be able to say that I helped dig that ditch. I helped do whatever. It's a real true blessing to help build a church. And you'll be continually remembered throughout the course of the history of that church. They remember the benefactors, because you'll be a benefactor. Blood, sweat, and tears, right, Basil? Show them your blisters. Show them the blood you shed. Glory to God. Anything else, my Tushkas? Have I missed out on anything? Think we're good? Yeah, so this Saturday we'll be helping unload the Velker family, and the following Saturday I'll be away at a wedding in Richmond. So although Basil might have a thing or two he wants to do if he's available, we can see with that. So thanks be to God. Any anniversaries, names, days, travelers, welcome all those that are traveling back from Tennessee for the clergy conference.